God.
You did it.
Bow down, bitches. So, as we look...
Dualies.
Yeah, I was going to say, as we look into the buy, Bondik's gone for the dualies as well, with armor.
Okay. All right. I guess he's got spam potential for this position. They rush him. He's got 30 bullets of doom and 2 guns. And he's got armor. He's got Superman dualies.
There's more coming, by the way, in the FPS scene that will easily compete.
I look forward to it. Matt's making a game, confirmed.
I am, actually. Bondik goes back out, looks for the spam potential. So far, so good. He's got 1 kill, a little bit of damage further, but it's Bintet who continues to be impressive. Rain's wrapped around from Arch. That'll get him in behind Bintet, however. As Kerrigan jumps down, I have a really cool echo.
I think it's the room we're in. Don't think we can do much about that.
It's the in-game sounds for me.
Oh.
But it could be the room, yes. That said, bomb has been planted. DD goes down, Kerrigan picks up the round, and FaZe start off 1-0.
I've got the same thing. I just realized what you meant. I heard the bomb has been planted guy twice. Well, round number 2, it was looking very promising there, especially when Bondik was finding the kills with the dualies. They seemed promising. And Bintet managed to get a couple of nice frags there as well. But ultimately, FaZe Clan, a nice fast approach towards the A side, coming out the apartments there, finding the kills that were required, splitting between the apartments and the quad. And 2 versus 1 clutch went in their favor, of course. There will be a forced buy here from TyLoo, Captain Mo, the AWPer. He'll just get a deagle, no armor. He's got smoke and flashbangs, though, so it wasn't exactly a full save from him. He was still struggling to get the AWP out. All off Nino, he's calling himself now, will be making his way towards the top of B. He's by himself. He's got the MAC-10 as well. Definitely vulnerable, especially against the armored CZs. He'll find it difficult to mow through them, as you can see. That sort of stack there. Somebody.
Who?
Finds the frag. Yeah, we're back to this again. I forgot about him.
Well, that's because it's just somebody. How can you forget about somebody?
Exactly.
If he's not specific. Bintet tries to wrap back around. Smoke already off at the top side of middle. They'll wait and collectively try and retake with somebody working up from mid. Shots out from Guardian on the UMP. He'll smoke it off and now gets ready for the rush down. Spots Bintet as well. Knows that there's more of a presence and the double nade. Somehow gets in behind the pillar and almost overlooked, but goes down.
Luckily, he found the one player by head armor there with his Glock. That does work out quite nicely for him. FaZe find the stack at the B-bomb site. Lose all off first. It's not a huge deal losing the MAC-10 at the very start. Obviously, your players have got armor. They go back towards the A side, find it completely open, and then bomb goes down. They've checked every little crevice there. Smoke off quad, managed to find the frags just about. Got a little bit uncomfortable, but overall, 2-0 for FaZe. Full eco now for the TyLoo boys, and we'll see the first gun run coming next. So this is a chance to farm some cash. Olaf only got the PT-50, so he'll presumably just go towards Banana again and just try and get in there himself. Cool for a stack. There'll be no one at Banana whatsoever, so they've gone for a little idea of nading at the start, then falling back completely. And it's not really going to work out for them. Guardian's called it. He's in the side. No one's here. He's rushing through the smoke. All right, that's brave. Hello.
Let him go. What? How did Nico not see him either? Okay, but this isn't... Yeah, this is irrelevant if you're not going to do something with it. Okay, good shot. Fair enough. But they've given up the site. I'm wondering... I couldn't see it from my perspective. What was going on behind those two? If he was able to slip in. Maybe try and do some further damage. Because so far he's only gotten 1 down. Guardian's now in spawn. Knows that they're all coming to hunt him down. And the others in the site can rest on their laurels. Or will they? Olaf gets aggressive.
Ooh, get dinked as well.
Olafinho.
Getting a little messy for FaZe. Didn't have to be like this.
Didn't have to be like this, babe.
I guess they had
we
the
could
SMGs.
have done so much better.
They were just they're sending those through spawn just to farm some cash. They don't really want those for their gun round. Like they'll take them, sure, but it's worth the risk trying to farm some cash with them. If anyone's going to farm and get the kills, it might as well be them. Nice work from somebody to let them walk past 2 of them as well. For 3-0, no real bonus situation for FaZe, so that's some good news for TyLoo here. Not going to be celebrating just yet. These might be some very static camera shots. There won't be much animation here, I'm afraid. They're going to be very calm until things maybe start falling apart for them. If and when. I'm not sure I will. I think this is like a 6. But I'm hopeful for TyLoo. Maybe they've got something up their sleeve. You did see the dualies and the pistols. Some interesting ideas coming through. Captain Mo with no AWP, no kits available. 4 players of our head armor. That's not a big deal now because they didn't actually manage to save any SMGs. But Guardian don't have the AWP, of course. Straight on it as well. A map where it's not exactly amazing. It's certainly viable, but it depends on the team you're playing against, what kind of playstyle they've got, whether they're giving you a chance to get picks. Once you get inside the mid-round, it kind of drops off a little bit. Captain Mo will smoke off towards middle, but Olaf, he's already creeped by, and Captain Mo through the smoke. All right, that's a nice shot. Into round number 4. Now I've got a chance with the man advantage, but not for long. Olof takes him down.
Olafinho.
Olafinho.
Olafinho. To say with that Italian flair.
Is that what he's gone for?
Well, we need some Italians in CS. They've brought so much to the world. Olaf, good shot on Bondic, reads it well, turns around. Nicolino, he's gotten down somebody. Bentet gets Rain, Kerrigan gets Bentet. So pick covered off, bomb to be planted, goes safe plant as well because the only place they're not watching is the top of middle. So didn't want to get wrapped around from that position, obviously, but Didi's going to try and save.
Matt, we've been tweeted to fix the sound.
Right.
You get on that?
You know what? I fix everything.
So
Yanko normally does, but today I did already. I started the game for us. Let me just go fix that with production real quick. Hang on.
Yep, thank you very much. Right, he's going to go sort that out, guys. So you're left with me in the 3 versus 1. He is like scurrying around on the floor right now, trying to find the cables. And I think, yep, we've had some success. Matt, like, how's it looking down there?
Test 1, 2, 3. Test, test, test.
Yeah, I think you've got it.
Nice. We did it.
4-0 for FaZe. After Olof pushes through the smoke, he gets the first pick. That was Captain Mo. And that's all they really got out of it. Bentek got one as well, but this is looking very clean. And a little bit maybe easy for FaZe right now. That's always the most difficult round for the CTs. After losing the pistol, going down 3-0, having a force buy in the second round, especially if you're the underdogs, I think you should be saving. You're going to be relying on utility, teamwork, and maybe having the AWP out. Captain Mo, that's what he's known to use. I would say the force buy against these aim stars, you need to like pick your battles, I think, in that sense. Like, are you going to beat FaZe when you're the underdog like that? I think I'd rather lose a game with full buys and be able to think, well, we ran every strategy we had and the setups didn't work, we got outgamed. But if you just wreck your own economy, I feel like that's when you get a little bit frustrated and think, well, maybe if we had given ourselves a chance in that respect, we could have maybe made a dent in this game. But this is looking likely to be 5-0 right now. An okay buy for TyLoo, I guess. They got some CZs, DD with the saved FAMAS. Shouldn't yield too much, but we'll find out. The CZ, a very scary weapon right now. I do expect TyLoo to at least get a couple of rounds on the board. Maybe even a few. Who knows? We've lost sound, Matt. What did you do?
I didn't do anything. Maybe that's the problem. I didn't do anything. Because I've lost it as well. Rain's got Captain Mo. Now sit inside the boiler doorway a little bit longer as they slow things down, trying to ascertain exactly where TyLoo is going to play from. DD with the gun is boosted up. Orange is 1. So the entrance, good find. Bentet gets the shot on a CZ75. That gives them 1 kill on the offside, gives them a little bit of discomfort toward B, and it's worked out until Olaf arrives. Gets dinked up in the process, but 2 kills on entry, trading back that which was lost. And the bomb will be planted by Nico in the meantime.
We'll get a couple of frags here, but unfortunately, Bentet won't be able to do much about this one. He's got the CZ in spawn. Bondix found the AK-47. Might be beneficial to saving that for the next round. They do not have a kit to work with here. They keep denting the FaZe clan economy, but unless you're finding rounds on the board, this could be very difficult to recover from. Guardian, having to do much with the AWP. The team of Olof, who's been finding some fantastic form recently, actually rolling back the years, as Yanko would say, and finding some of that 2015 kind of flair, which is good to see. At one point, a few of these players on this team have been the world's best. Guardian, notably, Olaf Meister, Nico, maybe even now. It's a little bit echoey.
It's a bit echoey.
It's like we've got two sound sources coming through now, like running like a millisecond.
Well, what's actually happening is the simulation is crossing over with the real world, and we're hearing both things. It's a bit of a problem for the man behind the Matrix, and that's, of course, Anders Bloom.
Anders B-Loom.
B-Loom, that's right. Anders B-Loom. How dare I forget. He'll unplug me.
Well, this might be a pause. I can hear knives flicking, so maybe not. But there it is, a very clean start for FaZe, what we were expecting. If TyLoo maybe got the pistol, that could have been something here. As we get into the next round, I hope we get off the cameras. There we go. And it will be the AWP coming through for Captain Mo. Finally, they might be able to get something going here. Olaf Meister been an absolute beast so far. Fires through the smoke, gets nothing for it. And this could be a nice aggressive stance from TyLoo. They get the first frag as well. DD takes on Olaf Meister. There's someone who's been very dangerous with his fragging ability so far. A nice shot from Captain Mo as well. 5-on-3.
Kerrigan, having lost Guardian and getting one back from Nico, is going to start to work down Boiler. His teammate had died, but finally TyLoo's got a chance in a round. It's a 4 versus 2 in their favor, and Nico will be the next to try and open things back up. And of course, they're more than capable. Peculiar stepping across, not great reactions, and Bentek gets aggressive. He's the one to take 2 kills to close the round.
Nice and aggressive from TyLoo. That's what I'm talking about. So I referenced before, if you have the AWP and all the grenades you need to get the setups you want, maybe as the underdog, you're considering not force buying that second round and actually having a chance to get some rounds on the board and things don't swell out of control. I'm going to cough on him. Hold on.
It's fine. Cough, cough, cough. There, I did it for you.
Nice. AWP comes out for Captain Mo, of course. Managed to find his first frag with that weapon, sending 3 towards B. They threw smoke towards T steps before, and that's the first time we've seen that from them. There's the same smoke going down. Molotov to stop the rush as well. That'll stop them getting past the wall position. So now, Molotov and Go need to make a decision. They push through this and try and find the frags, or they just throw back some utility of their own. Nice slash from PD there will bounce off the corner of that wall, allow his teammate somebody to take a little peek, but the flashbangs haven't really worked out for them at all. I think they have found FaZe's flash as they push through the smoke as well, and it could be another round on the board here for TyLoo as they find 3 kills in total, 4-2 situation.
Guardian trying to pull it back with Rain this time. Nico and Kerrigan were incapable of doing so, so these two will take their turn. This will establish some money as well for TyLoo.
Haven't had to see too much in terms of technicality from FaZe yet. They've just obviously been running defaults. Just feeling it out and seeing what kind of setup TyLoo have got. But TyLoo are turning out to play right now. Should be 2 rounds in a row here, but Guardian and Rain are still alive. Pretty much if anyone's alive on FaZe, things can happen. But Bentep in second middle should be able to shut this one down if they decide to fall back. Very decent position. Bondic holds towards middle as well, but they'll be finishing up in B. 2 smokes available, 1 for the coffins, which is what Guardian's throwing, 1 for Spawn as it goes in flash to take Captain Mo out of position. Flash doesn't actually hit him, so down Rains goes, timing a little bit off there for the FaZe boys. And that should be it. Second round for TyLoo. I don't think the money's broken just yet, but it'll be getting there. Oh, it is, you know, there it is. It could be an eco for FaZe. We might have a game on our hands.
We might. It's possible. They've certainly created an economic situation that's quite desirable. More so for Bonding. He's got 12-4. What a baller. It's pretty impressive having only won 2 rounds. You'd think that FaZe would have been looking for the chance to reset in the last, and somehow they've found worser fate. It's going to be a deagle for Nico. And P250 is elsewhere.
It is pretty much an eco, but you have got some upgraded pistol. This is my strategy. I invented this.
Did you really?
Yeah. It works.
Well, that's just bogus. Where's copyright, Henry?
I know. I should call them out on this. Should we pause the game?
Well, I mean, I took forever to start the game, so I pause it again now. Chat's gonna be really mad at me.
I'll let it slide this time.
Okay, I'm sorry, Hank. It's just not all about you.
And while they're using the 6 strategies against the eco as well, save the magic for the gun rounds.
It's true.
But here we go. 5-on-2. Well, 3, I should say. Not really much FaZe can do about this situation. No armor, no nades. Just gonna be picked off 1 by 1, it seems. As Bentet starts to show us what he's made of. Clean sweep, no real damage inflicted there whatsoever. Another gun round coming through. Ooh, I see the dossier of information there in Peacemaker's hands.
Can he speak the language?
No. Well, what are maybe he has like a translator with
Maybe it's English. It could be one of those things where they have the Google plugin where I talk in English.
Okay. He talks to Bentet.
And he tells everyone else.
Like he speaks apparently in an interview, he speaks like 20% Chinese, and then
Mandarin or Cantonese.
Yeah, I'm not really sure which one it is, but either way, like he speaks like 20% of that language.
Cantonese or Mandarin. Just kidding.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then from what I just saw, he's having to translate down the line and say, "Right, boys, are doing this now."
That's always great for communication. You know what they need is they need that Google plugin where I speak to you in English and it comes out of your ears in French or German or Mandarin or Cantonese or Latin.
Wouldn't really help right now.
Or Romanian or Italian or Spanish or Portuguese. Or one of the other 248 languages in the world. That's not true.
Well, another gun round here. Some decent damage inflicted to the CT side, and somebody's pushing in. He has to go through flames there briefly, but he's okay. No fall back. Didn't really get much from that push, apart from there's no one there right now.
Molly at the ready. For Guardian. Bintet's further back than where that lands toward the cubby. Olaf's setting his smoke. Aim at the top of the green one, jump up, hit that. Lands just in front of the library. Opens the option for Arch. They've already Molotov the cubby, yet Guardian thinks to check it again. And as they pass by Arch, a second smoke should go toward the library, thrown very lightly, gallantly, and Bintech gets caught by it. Guardian, meanwhile, Bondic, meanwhile, finding Nico and Kerrigan. The eventual wraparound. An inevitable death stuck inside of the site means rotation for both somebody and DD.
Somebody top or middle. Want a flashbang for FaZe to defend here. They have got the kit to work with TyLoo. It's going to take some brutal aim here. They might just decide to save. It looks like that will be the call indeed, as we allow FaZe to get 6-3 on the board. So it's about a 3 there for TyLoo. Decent damage done, at least getting into the game. Like I said, doesn't seem like the most efficient system. Peacemaker has to tell Bentet what he wants, and he passes that down to the rest of the team. And presumably,
it's literally like a game of Chinese telephone. Yeah.
It just gets translated down the line, and you're like, okay, well, they could be wrong. Did you tell them the right thing? Yeah, of course I did.
He said, drop up and rush B.
So
that's
look,
not
you
what
can
I
see the way
said.
he's focusing. So if we do watch it for this amount of times, he's talking directly to Bentet, and then does he get passed down? I'm not sure. Obviously, they've got the headsets on. They might not look at each other.
Bintet, as an English speaker, has options as well. Let's just say that. But yes, you're right. That is definitely the way that it's going.
More power for Guardian once again. TyLoo. Said 3 rounds in a row. Challenging Banana at the start again is going to be DD, who's holding them off. He'll fall back for now. And Captain Mo. Top and middle right now, but this is a very default round from FaZe. Not really forcing the issue too much there. A little gap in the smoke for Rain to work with, hoping a CT maybe gets a little bit overzealous. Find him. We're relying too much on the smoke. Flashbang comes through. Gonna bait out what he can, gets him intel as to if anyone is in that position.
Captain Mo backs off the Arch. Rain. He's inside of the doorway toward the boiler. Bintet is slowly approaching that position. He's going to play behind the barrel with Bondic beside. The Bodacious Bees, who both speak to each other in fluent English. I'm sure Rain takes down Bondic, however. Bintet still decides to peek back, and Rain, despite going down to a mere 8 HP, wins the exchange and leaves them 5 up until they run into Mo, who is the captain. Somebody, meanwhile, has a flash. Flash ready. Chases one, a little bit of tunnel vision, but still pulls it off because they're fully caught in duration. However, it's all for naught. Guardian finds he and somebody. Rather, whatever. Rain gets the other kill.
He did. He was waiting in library. He waited for the rotations. Didn't really have to work too hard for it. Somebody managed to get a couple of frags there, but overall, it's going to be FaZe Clan finding another round on the board. 7-3. And money still okay, you know, for TyLoo. I don't have a direct feed. That looks like that can't. They surely have less than that after the rebuy. They must have had a ton of cash. Maybe it hasn't updated. We do have that little delay sometimes on GoTVs. Yeah, they must have, because they got Captain Mo with no armor. So yeah, they definitely didn't have that much money. It's a little bit misleading sometimes, unless I'm directly on the server. I can't confirm. Number 11 and Flashbang going over. This is aggressive. Bentet, though, he doesn't care. First kill coming in his favor, takes down Nico, and he will get the double frag as well. As a reason, he's considered the best player in the Asian region right now. Olaf Meister trying to take him down, desperately can't do it. Still alive, causing so much damage here. He's up to Bondic, who gets Molotov out of position, but Bentet finds his third. What an absolute round this has been from him.
Good shot from somebody. Kerrigan rotates back around. Bombs down top middle. Smoke inside a boiler, interestingly enough. Kerrigan has to back off to the top of vault mid instead. Can he get to the bomb from there? Well, with shots like that, he can. Takes down Bentet immediately, but somebody pushes back around the corner. And that's that done and dusted, as you would say, Hank.
Bentet holding it strong towards the arch side. They try to take him down with brute force there. No strategies deployed. Just push through the smoke. One flashbang. Try and get him, but he is a very, very good fragger indeed. As Peacemaker delivers the next bit of information for the team. And he'll have to translate that. That is a massive problem. I'm not sure how strong his English is. So if he misunderstands one vital aspect of it, I guess that could go a little bit wrong. Round number 12, and this will be, from what I can tell, a partial buy from FaZe. It might be all in a couple of players. lead towards B for TyLoo. He's definitely have the potential to win these as the flashbangs and smokes deploy. They'll be going towards quad, presumably with the lesser weaponry. Bondic, though, ready and waiting, only gets one, though. Benter has to give it a similar performance as he did in the previous round. He gets one, but that might not be enough here. Weapons recovered, bomb down, 3 on 3.
Mo with the pistol, checking both right and then left, and then right again. As he walks out from the arch. DD, meanwhile, is toward library. Somebody's going to start to walk in from the apartment as DD continues to fire shots in that will keep the attention drawn his direction, and hopefully that will allow somebody's entrance to be more swift. Good flash out. That certainly will. Jumps down, executes Kerrigan, reactions swift toward the wall, but instead it's Guardian that's there with the CZ-75, and in the back of the site, Olaf holds true and takes down Captain Mo.
Wow, that's always such a gutting round to lose. They always have the potential to be deadly on these sort of setups. CZs and P250s across the board. Up middle they go. Equal exchanges, and that's what they're looking for. Once the bomb's down, they find a few rifles. Guardian tucks himself in the corner, getting baited in by his teammates. It's an absolute massacre. And FaZe put another round on the board, and it looks like they have thrown the money in the bin for TyLoo as well. 8-4, they've won the half now. TyLoo need at least, I'd say, 6 rounds here to stand a chance against FaZe in the second half. 4 won't be good enough on the CT side. Doesn't look like they'll find much here. They've got 1 armor and a smoke grenade. The rest of them with just upgraded pistols. It's Rain checking every little corner here, making sure no one gets aggressive. Benter waits in the boiler room. It's quite a sneaky position. He's only got that silenced USP. If you had a CZ, I'd be believing maybe you can find the timing on Rain here.
Custom decals on our walls again.
Are there really?
Just at epicenter at the top of the middle. There you go. Nice. Epicenter on the left. Epicenter on the right. Epicenter right here on your screen right now. Technically just the qualifier.
Wildcard qualifier.
Wildcard. Rain's position catches off what was a clever tactic with pistols that really amounted to naught. As Mo is the last to go down, getting only 1 kill. Good check from Nicolino. You find Dede.
See ya. There he goes. Through the smoke, but too brave it seems. Well, now they know exactly where Benter is. He's got the AK in his hand. Bomb will be planted at A indeed. And they know where he is. They don't want to let him save the AK-47. Oh, well, nice little picture-in-picture there for you. Just to confirm the bomb is indeed planted. No trickery going on here.
We all love a good bit of trickery.
You will be hunted. Slowly but surely. He knows it. We know it. FaZe want it. A little bit anticlimactic there. I thought Benter would put up more of a fight than that, but Olaf Meister takes him down. Man, he's still not great. Captain Mo, 3,600. He's the AWPer of the team as well, bear in mind. Here's the replay. Nothing to write home about. Just a couple of frags from Boiler Room. Kerrigan got a relatively nice shot there. They will buy. I guess at this point, like I said, they desperately need the last 2 rounds. They need the 9-6. So they'll go in with a couple of pharmacists, the UMP no kits. Bondic and Captain Mo just with 2 smokes between them. Nothing else in terms of the grenades. Coming to the end of the first half now. TyLoo drowning somewhat. To be fair, if you told me you got 11-4
yeah, that's not
before
bad.
going to this game, I'd say, you know what, that's probably as good as it's ever going to get.
Ever.
Pretty much. Against FaZe right now in their form. TyLoo haven't even played online officials recently, let alone world-class opposition.
September 9th? That's utterly insane.
So it's difficult to imagine a world where they make much of a dent here. Struggling to get the boost going at quad, making a bit of noise there as well. Up you go, son. Benter's made so much noise there. Rain knows exactly where he is. He'll come up pre-firing. Yep, see ya. That's really sloppy and quite amateur. From TyLoo, I'm afraid. I hate to say that.
Been down, and Mo standing in the corner. He's going to try and avoid all the utility deployed his way. Pre-fire as well. Eventually gets found. Rain's the one to do the deed. Bondic knows they're above him. Tries to aim and be ready, but Kerrigan wins that duel as well as Rain will rush the graveyard position. Olaf's already cutting off the rotations. He now knows that the site is clear. They're like to come this way.
If you're going to go for those sort of boosts, right, you need to do it at the very start of the round with the smoke down, and still there's a chance you can make a noise. Like the fact you're doing it mid-round and making that kind of noise, just drop off it. Once you made that footstep, like it's over. Like you should be down then. Did you see the pre-fire coming from Rain? It's just the easiest kill of the round. Just come out, take him down 2 bullets. And that will be the round concluded. Very nice execution there from FaZe. I guess just warming up and making sure the set pieces are there. The smokes look very nice indeed. Completely segregating the bomb site itself, focusing on the pit. There will be a couple of frags, or maybe just one for TyLoo. Somebody cowering now at the back of the site. He knows what's coming to him. Guardian makes the final incision there. And it will be double digits for the FaZe boys. TyLoo look a little bit dejected right now. Peacemaker, this is such a bad... I hate this system they've got going. Like, you only can talk to one player. You could please translate. Like, that's,
I think they need cue cards or drawings, you know?
Yeah, this is just awful. Like, that's just not going to work, I'm afraid. Like, it's a nice idea, and I like the spirit of it, but that's just not efficient. Like, so much can go wrong there. And then you won't be able to find out whether it went wrong. How, as a coach, how are you going to know if you're developing as a team when you don't know what is being delivered to 3 of your teammates? You don't know if he's even said it correctly. And then you go back to talk about it, and you've got to do the same thing. So what went wrong there? They'll tell him. He doesn't really speak their language, and he's translating it to you. And then that's just going to go around a never-ending circle, right? Like, it's just never going to finish. Like, you'll never know if you're fixing things or potentially breaking them. So we had a tactical timeout now for TyLoo. And we'll try and pick up this last round, of course. Not looking likely, considering the money's not really there. CZs, UMPs. What's the play? They have the pause. Find out momentarily. 2 towards Banana, same players, somebody in DD.
Rain. Starts to work up into alt middle by way of apartments, which is occupied. So Vintech gets the refrag onto him almost immediately.
Yeah, Rain, that's quite smart from Bondic just to shoulder peek that corner. Don't fully commit or even pre-fire and make him commit to a difficult spray. Vintech gets tagged up in the process. Down to 5 HP he goes. Did they not even recover the AK there? I guess not.
Apparently not. No one's got it.
That's the nade damage as well. Maybe TyLoo can pick this one up.
Guardian starts his way around the arch. Kerrigan will check to see that no one's still hanging around in the end of the hallway at apartments. And Mo in the corner. Tough shot to hit from a never mind. As he hits Olaf square in the head, bomb goes down. They've got some position as well, but Kerrigan makes his way in the side, and Guardian makes no mistake of finding Patet. That bomb will be easily recovered.
Yeah, it seemed like he had a chance there, but the chances are diminishing now. UMP and a CZ on the retake. No nades, no kits. I think you know where this one's going, Map.
I do. 11-4. Kerrigan backs off of DD, but knows he's still approaching from the same position, and he'll just buy his time. Buy and buy and buy, DD. It's now 11-4, it's halftime, and FaZe are doing what we would have expected.
Bentet, 16 kills, highest on the server. Only 4 rounds, though, in total. So he's definitely keeping up with the fragging potential. And you did mention before, maybe Bentet, the fact he can speak English, maybe there's a bit of a chance to showcase himself, you know? And maybe, I think the problem is, like, the Asian scene, like, as hopeful as we can be about it, it hasn't really delivered much in terms of results as of yet. There hasn't really been a team that's excited us since TyLoo, this team, and Malmo 2016 last year, right? So that's been the only time I've really had, well, this Asian team could cause some damage. But he seems like a property, and the way CSGO is shaping up right now, buy players out of contracts, throw a few hundred Gs at them, and hope for the best. Let's hear the highlights. Not really much working out for TyLoo. They've got a spell of 3 rounds. They broke the economy of FaZe. 4 total, though, against the world's #1 team. Like I said, I think that's pretty much as good as it was ever going to get. If you told me that at the start of the game, I'd say, you know what, maybe they can do something with that. Win the pistol in the second half, you never know.
You never know, but I think going over to the T side, it's going to be a tough ask.
Needs a few mistakes, lose a pistol, get that 3-0, a couple more mistakes from FaZe.
Yeah, but relying on mistakes to win your side is kind
That's all we've got right now.
It's kind of a losing battle. I get it, but it's not ideal. When you're hoping you can win a game by saying, I hope they mess up, you know your chances are bad.
Like, it's, yeah, I know. I'm not trying to create fake storylines here. I'm just saying that's the only way they probably can win.
Fair enough. I'll give you that. I will agree. I can't disagree.
Well then.
But I just wanted to point out the flaws in that logic.
Yes. I'm sure that's not their game plan, I assure you. But Peacemaker probably using this time to tell Bentet what's going on. He'll pass it down the line. Presumably Bondig can hear it on the first. Yep, there it is. This is a nightmare, isn't it? Like, this just doesn't work in practice.
I had some weird dreams last night.
Yeah, me too.
It's bizarre.
Care to divulge?
Well, there was one where I was like supposed to be going to a mountain bike race, but I needed to go boating to get there, and we were winter storing a cottage that was in a like old structure that would hold up a bridge, and we had to dive underwater to get into it, and then we went in there, and it was half flooded, and then we missed the bike race or something, and then my dad turned into Vin Diesel and was chasing me because I was hiding because I was mad I didn't go to the bike race.
Your dad turned into Vin Diesel.
Yeah, and it was really weird.
Chad's
and then
got some weird, interesting facts.
I jumped out like, again, this underwater structure that you just swim to get into, like some sort of like Lara Croft Tomb Raider shit. And then when I jumped out the window, all of a sudden I jumped out of my old elementary school and was in the parking lot. And I thought, well, I'll just run this path. I used to go to Seth's house after school. My dad will never think to look there. And then I woke up.
So it's an interesting, much more detail than I was expecting.
Hey, you asked.
Yeah.
I deliver.
I don't think mine's safe for broadcast. So.
That does sound like a nightmare.
Well, very comfortable first half of FaZe there. If you're not aware, maybe you're a new viewer, maybe tuning in for the Agency S right now. FaZe are the #1 team in the world as of recent. I guess HLTV is the most official rankings we have. And that's where they are. After a spell of victories and top 4 placements, top 2 finishes. Since this lineup's inception, it's been pretty much lights out. Here we go then. The much important pistol. Carrigan, of course, with the smoke grenade and diffuse kit. And Rain, he is not messing around, Matthew. He's going behind them. He's hungry for blood. And he will have Guardian to back him up as well. With that P2000, gets nothing done though. Bondik takes him down. It's up to Rain to try and find the first kill. Oh, this won't work out for him, you know. Down we go, surely. Bomb drops. Rain's still alive. I don't know how. Why is he looking at the floor? Did he?
Not sure what's going on.
What was that about?
Somebody in Mo find kills, though. DD's dead, but Nico and Rain are, and that, do the math, means that obviously things are better for TyLoo. That'll do. Mo gets toward the top of Banana. There will be a Kerrigan inside of the site. Olaf is well over toward the apartments on A. He's checked the top of mids. He's got to wait for the call from Kerrigan. That all has arrived in front of him. Good first shot. Gives them a chance for sure, as Kerrigan just wants to stay alive at this point. Olaf's on his horse. He'll try and get down behind them in Banana.
Certainly a chance still for FaZe here. 2-on-2 situation. The defuse kit in the back pocket of Kerrigan. He's got a smoke as well. That could be important. We'll follow that narrative as we get into this one. Bentet, Silence USP, the top frag on the server right now. Time ticking away. Olaf Meister 5 HP. I think that TyLoo might have done it, you know. Smoke gets deployed. Problem is that Silence USP doesn't have much spam potential. Kerrigan will go for it.
Good shot. They know
he didn't get on it.
Kerrigan actually tapped it and went by. Now he's going to hold it with the kit. Do they think it's another fake? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Kill me. Just a moment silence there. Why didn't you pull the knife out, my friend?
He shot over his right shoulder, over his left shoulder, and then just... I don't even know what happened after that. I'm afraid it's one of those days, lads.
Always get the knife out there. Start swinging, work out where he is, and then just do the damage you have to. Once you hear the knife slash, right-click, he's done. There's no way Kerrigan wins that round. If I thought, okay, if he starts defusing now, they've won. And he got off the bomb for he's done it now. They're going to kill him. How did he get away with that? What an absolute blunder.
My goodness, that is insane.
Like, it couldn't go from bad to worse at that point. A guaranteed round, locked in. Missed him. He got the full defuse in the smoke. And I did point it out as well. I said, watch out for that smoke, it could happen.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it easily could have happened.
There it is. A little bit unfortunate. So they won't force buy into this one, of course, getting the bomb down. They're doing the next. Excuse me, the cough button. We have to work with that. And Nico's position means he doesn't really get flashed at all, but that won't be a problem here. No flashes to work with. But he's probably much guaranteed 2 frags there. M4 in this position is OP, so watch out for that. I reckon 3 kills. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, no more.
Doesn't need any more. Kerrigan will take the rest.
There we go.
Maybe Guardian too.
There you go. See, that's why I'm here. I know I can predict things. Tell you exactly what's going to happen. 3 kills. Job done. There will be the force buy, pretty much the last chance for TyLoo going into the next round, but after that pistol, that was their only hope, I'm afraid. of making a serious dent in this game. This is another lifeline, don't get me wrong. Win this. There could be a few more rounds added to the total. But it's a bit of a shame for TyLoo, isn't it? The fact for anyone who's not aware as well, they didn't have to go for a qualifier process like FaZe did. They had to play like something like, I think it was between 12 and 15 maps. I can't remember exactly. Guardian did tell me. To get here, TyLoo just got invited, right? Obviously, you're trying to develop regions and allow them to get an opportunity to play at this level. But potentially just play one best of three, and that's it. They're going home. And they must have taken a bit of a gulp when they saw the playing against FaZe as well. Like, you can say all the time, like, we think we can win. I think you know you can't.
No, I think if you got, like, winning the wild card, as TyLoo, you'd be like, heck yeah, let's do this. You get FaZe, it's like, all right, boys, do we really want to fly 25 hours?
Yeah, right. It's like, is it worth going for one best of three when we already played 2 maps and get wrecked?
I don't know. I had this talk earlier. I guess the experience, but what experience is it? A bad one overall? Like, you think back, like, remember that time we flew, like, for 2 days?
It will just lower morale, right?
Yeah.
Like, you just get there and get smashed, and you've just traveled 20 hours to get here, like, you just get wrecked. It's like, we've just been practicing for 3 months, and this is, well, obviously, like, it's going to happen. It's the world's best team. It's happened to a lot of top teams.
Yeah, absolutely.
But like, yeah, like, you know, they're obviously going to come. We're kind of joking that, but the fact of the matter is they've traveled all this way, and they know they're pretty much going to lose. Like, you can say you're hopeful and you think you can do something with this, but you're never going to win. But Bondic could do something again. Nails the shot. 4-on-3 now. It's up against Nico, who is very good in Banana, but not good enough this round. There will be, presumably, one coming in for TyLoo, yeah? Rain and all off my step with the MP9. This was a bit of a bonus round, just to note. They came into this with a few SMGs and no AWP, so to be expected against the AKs, but still, the round not over just yet.
Nade to new box. Bounce, bounce, dank. Straight ahead. Somehow Mo still wins it, though, so TyLoo does pick up a T-sided round. Finally, with 3 players left alive, it's their 5th round in total. 13-5 our score.
AWP will come out. I think it'll be glass cannon for Guardian. They'll be fine with that, though. Won't be able to go super aggressive, just with the danger of grenades. And probably hold towards his classic arch position. Maybe look at the bottom and middle this time. More T-steps, won't fully commit. We'll find out, though. Maybe we can follow him, have a look. No, we can't. He'll be heading towards Banana. There you go. Oh, he's brave.
He was brave. Nico, meanwhile, might be feeling the same brevacity. Is that a word?
I'm not sure. I haven't had that.
Brevity?
Yeah, that sounds maybe. No. We'll look it up. We'll get the team on there. Jason, if you're listening, please look that up.
Chief. Head writer. He's the editor-in-chief.
Yeah.
Chief Eagle, you could call him. You know, kind of like a bald eagle.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. You know, it's been 3 years. You'd think I'd have the bald jokes out of the system by now.
You think so?
Jeez. You know, I guess I just need a better writer to make better jokes for me.
Yeah. Hire someone else.
I think it's time. That solves both problems. Get rid of the bald guy and the guy writing the bald jokes.
Back to it again. 5-on-4, man. Here we go. It was Rain who got the opening pick from top of middle. I believe for a smoke. We didn't quite catch it. But that's a nice shot from Guardian. No armor as well. Like I said, he is feeling brave today. Some damage inflicted by the TyLoo boys. But this would be a harsh reset round for them. To be fair, they did keep a decent amount of players alive in the last round on the T side. They should be fine. Rain's position is a pre-fire. And I'm sure TyLoo will come in and check that. If they don't, that is a nightmare in itself. A pre-fire. That's quite good. Well played. They now have a chance in the round as Nico gets taken down as well. It's up to Guardian, low HP at the back of the side. One nade and he goes down. They haven't got it though. He'll go for the wall bang through the coffins. Doesn't work out for him, but I think he inflicted some damage to Bentep.
He's got to be very careful. Guardian taking those peaks and those wall bang shots because he does only have 20 HP with no armor. Guardian will continue to wrap around now, this time from CT. No gun showing from Emo. Somebody over top of the coffins finds one immediately. Looks back, realizes there's no one else at Ruins, and he'll take a headshot to Kerrigan. Guardian's not done, though. Knows where somebody was, but doesn't have the time, doesn't have the kit, and he'll run away. So it's 2 in a row for TyLoo. They find number 6.
They've done it. The recovery there as well. That's going to damage the FaZe economy. They do save the AWP, so some bizarre things can always happen when that weapon is in the hands of Guardian. Somebody, though, stepping up above and beyond for his teammates. Is a little replay of something. Nothing, actually. 13-6. There will be, from what I can see, pretty much full investment here from FaZe around that AWP. bear in mind that money does not update. It's a little bit of a bug, I guess, in CSGO. Orb around Guardian, and we'll see whether he can get anything done here. Heads towards Banana. Ball and boost comes through, taking quite a lot of damage there. Oh, I think he could just about spot the head there. Maybe the X-ray a little bit misleading, but nothing found just yet. And they'll be very tentative indeed as TyLoo just want to work out where he is and go the opposite direction as fast as possible.
Bondic checks the apartments. Molotov to the stairs, thrown out by his teammate. That'll be confidence-inducing for him to check the corner, but off the one on the corner, shoulder spotted. Doesn't have the element of surprise with the pistol any further. Tried to pre-fire, hoping for one more step to come from Bondic, and he'd walk into it, but never did. Green knows that they're running by. He's lost his teammate. Nice shot from Mo up close. Tries to take advantage of the fact that they wouldn't detect him, but even still, he had the fast reactions and timing. Bintet waits for the rotations. Bomb will go toward the A site. It's just getting through the apartments now, but any second we'll go for the plant. And NiKo and Guardian will weigh the consequences of attempting Fade or not, because Guardian has an AWP with head armor, and NiKo has armor to carry over to the next round, so the Deagle more likely to look for exit kills instead, and not really an exit based on his position, but fair enough. Gets the gun he's looking for. Potentially, still get a crossover top mid, but no one's peeking.
4-2. Well, they will be saving the weaponry here. NiKo with the AK-47 always is going to be quite a scary factor. TyLoo managed to get another round on the board here, albeit against the forced by a partial buy from FaZe. Didn't quite catch the final money there, but definitely haven't got much to work with. But now with another rifle, they get another stab at it in round number 21. Could be enough to find the result they're looking for, but 13-7 will be the score. TyLoo is making this a little bit more competitive now, as they manage to step up individually, but still a long way to go to maybe get to double digits. That would be quite a surprise, I reckon. They get double digits, that would be okay. They have lost both pistols as well, remember, so as we get into it, maybe a chance for a pause. Not going to take it. They can't really justify a full force buy here around the saved weaponry, but Guardian once again trying to see what he can do. NiKo with the AK-47.
Flash down, smokes beyond, Guardians forward of them. Spots, ooh, backside of Bintet, can't find the shot, gets baited out by the jump as well. And they're getting closer and closer, Guardian. Three strikes, you're out. 4, you're just lucky to still be alive.
Oh god.
And flashed up, they trip over each other. NiKo's trying to bail him out. But he's spotted going in behind the sandbags and still blinded up. No chance he survives. Guardian at least hit a shot on Didi. Eventually. But they sit a man down, and Guardian has the only gun. And the attempt was for him to go aggressive, and he misses all the shots required. Could have potentially had advantage in the round right now.
Yeah, he had about 3 chances there to land one of the shots. It certainly weren't easy ones, but Guardian couldn't connect. We'll see what happens here. As we enter the 4-3, Guardian 50 HP. AK, not really recoverable right now. I think Rain knows that. Carrigan spots one towards second middle, not really equipped to take that challenge. Bonding knows it, takes him down. That should be round. The objective here to save the AWP once again. Guardian looking to do that for the 3rd time now.
Saves the AWP, but not the ammo. He gave away a lot of that round.
Planted. Rain does find that AK-47. It's the exact same save they had in the previous round as well, but this time it's Rain joining Guardian. With these 2 weapons saved, they should be okay for a buy into the next round. They have been saving some money, didn't force fully into the final, or previous round I should say. Rain jumps over into the sandbags here. There's a little bit of an off angle. I don't think TyLoo are challenging right now. They want to make sure they keep their weaponry. Can allow Guardian to keep it. I guess the problem is that they go towards B, they know he's behind the fountain or something. It's unlikely to kill him.
So they'll get the AWP carried over once more. Guardian has become a bank account. But TyLoo now has 4 in a row. So 4-2 in this half. We sit 13-8. Bit of a game. Something I don't think that I would have predicted was this string of rounds from TyLoo, but hey, maybe your game plan was right. Look for mistakes from FaZe.
They have made some now. Crack starting to show a little bit. Tactical pause. I think TyLoo are definitely a team that have to use almost all of them every single game just to make sure the game plan is being translated correctly. As we pointed out before, it seems the method of approach here is Peacemaker, the Brazilian coach, speaks in English to the Indonesian player Ben Tet, who speaks a little bit of Mandarin, and passes that down the line to the 3 Chinese players. Bondic speaks English, so he listens to the call being made. So it's a really kind of convoluted way of being a coach, but I guess they've got to work with what they've got. This is presumably the best system for them. Double AWP setup now for Carrigan and Guardian. Usually Nico that joins them on this map, but it seems they've adjusted things slightly. Another gun round available here. Oh, DD, be careful. Waiting for the flames to touch him. 50 HP, now 21. The nades are very strong from FaZe so far.
Strong. Visible off. Try and capitalize on the fact that they have a deep smoke down gap in it, realizes, but still. He'll get there in the end, and as soon as they re-smoke it, he'll back off, because not seeing anyone, perhaps he thinks that it's best to rotate back toward A, where they're only left with 2 defenders currently inside of the site. In fact, not in the site itself, but toward the balcony and the annex position. And they'll subside to a more formal default as the approach does get closer. A minute to work with. Stop it all off. Has vision above the smoke. Did you invent this one as well? Because DD might have seen your playbook.
No,
Hank.
not that one.
Only the ones that work.
Yeah, exactly.
Daria. Why am I saying that? Fate, Rain. Gonna take down somebody. Nico
okay,
and Guardian. No, I'm not. Things are crossed over in my head, but FaZe finally wins around. They go to 14.
What was that you said? Daria.
Don't worry about it.
Oh my god.
It's now going to be FaZe 2 rounds away from the end of the game. And it's almost done for TyLoo despite the momentum. Now, this does potentially cause a threat of reset, though.
Certainly does, but double AWP setup available. Money updated for us there, so you could see it was about 1,800 per player. So, last chance to for TyLoo. They are struggling somewhat. You see somebody down to just that UMP. The AWP is out for Captain Mo, though. He's just called Mo, as the guys on Des pointed out. That's just his role within the team. The captain. And
Alex was, like, completely mind-blown by
yeah.
that.
I guess I never really considered it as well. Maybe he's just wanted to let everyone know he is the in-game leader, and he should respect him. Or maybe just a captain, maybe he doesn't lead. I don't know. Nico makes his way back towards Speedway, and we will have one player established at Banana. That's Carrigan with the AWP in hand. Makes things very difficult towards the A side, especially if you haven't cleared out B whatsoever. You have no idea what you're walking into. As the final play comes in from TyLoo here, it looks like a commitment. It actually looks pretty well drilled, I have to say. Rain gets 2, though, maybe even 3. The spray not quite connecting there. And Guardian presumably wins the round then and there with that frag. Carrigan still very comfortable at B. And Bondic in towards underpass. That's that. Try and take him down. That's actually quite a nice flashbang. They've got a chance here. Carrigan will do what he can. He's got one more challenge here to stay posted, but the nade's good. Pushes him back. He knows he just needs to stay alive here. I think that's a double smoke towards Banana. Oh, that's still a little sloppy. It won't really matter at this point. Good shot by Guardian. Oh, it's actually... I thought it would have been a nice shot from Carrigan.
It would have been.
But it was Guardian that got it from the coffins. So it might have been a good shot as well. I don't know.
I saw it, and I know that it was all right.
Oh, there you go.
As Rain starts it off well from underneath of the atrium balcony, yawning.
20 bomb for Carrigan.
Oh, that was beautiful. Thanks, Hank.
Sorry, I went to scratch my ear and smashed the headset.
Yeah, you scratched my ear. Way in behind the eardrums, actually. So tactical pause, last chance for TyLoo. They, again, had 4 rounds in a row and made things look interesting for a moment of time. But now, as Peacemaker's made his way all around the world. It seems to be a little more fired up this time. Looks like he's about to backhand him in the face.
Yeah, this is the problem I have with this system. The fact they have to take so many pauses just to kind of really... Obviously, it's last round, might as well do it, but it just seems like if anything gets lost in translation there, very literally, in terms of that phrase, maybe things could just fall apart. Like, I'd be very worried if I was the coach of that team. Final buy potentially, yeah. Tech9 making a rare appearance, a couple of Europeans as well. Mac10's there for somebody, and Bente with the only AK-47. Olof, what are you up to? Standing in the open, looking at your teammates. This will be all. That's not good news for Captain Mo. Down he goes. Olof's feeling brave. Down he goes.
Guardian finds Bondic. It gives Olaf the confidence to push down middle as well, but DD's fading away. Guardian still inside the pit. He leaves his position because he knows he's being hunted down. He's mistimed the smoke. That allows somebody to take control. Bomb is in his hands. He has an AWP. He's trying to fight toward Library, not going for the plant yet. As DD will wait inside a boiler, and he'll wait patiently to find Olaf. They've turned it around. It's down to Kerrigan, and Kerrigan is down.
6 rounds in a row now for TyLoo. As you could see, FaZe maybe getting a bit ahead of themselves there, over-rotating towards B and thinking the round was done. Guardian gets 1 kill, but that's all he really finds. Overwhelmed and shut down towards a pit position. He couldn't get anything. Is this another pause? Because he shouldn't be talking, should he?
No, it's freeze time, though. I think they're running the freeze time rules. Well, they've been doing it all game, so I'm assuming that's what we're under right now is the freeze time rules.
Which?
The new DreamHack rules.
Is that confirmed? Can we find out? Can Jason find out for us?
Jason!
As I'm not sure that's fine. Unless...
Sorry, there's me calling for
If it is in DreamHack rules, then fair enough. Well, I mean, if it is, we are running the DreamHack rules.
Oh, Jason's on a break. He's eating pizza. Rain will wait. Smoke at the ready. Just waiting to see if it's well advised to deploy it for timing purposes, and he's done so now, but they're still going to push around from quad side. It's Guardian to find one. Olaf steps up as well. Have they gotten behind Rain and he's not noticed? Bondic actually got down there. I don't think saw him, and he had time, therefore, to react, although it shouldn't have happened that way, and it leaves Rain alive to find Mo. It's down to Betet, and I think the game, map 1 at least.
This was FaZe's pick, to be fair.
It was FaZe's pick, yeah.
9 rounds on the board. Not an awful result. They got cash next, so maybe they can get a little bit deeper there. Who knows?
Go B. Take the bomb B. No one's there. He can't hear me, guys. Calm down. 39 seconds. He'll wait beside the arch. 30 seconds. He'll start to take the fight. Goes toward Library. 3 players waiting. Nico, the first one, takes him down 16-9 is how we end. How are you, friend?
Rain should be okay. That was a pretty promising result. Maybe a little bit overzealous at time